Currently playing the non-online version of Grand Theft Auto 5 because as of 2:04, well, yeah, 2:04 Central Time on today, which is Sunday the 17th of May, GTA Online servers, Rockstar servers, are effectively down. Now, I'll have misleading information to say the very least. If you look on their website, it shows that literally everything is currently up. They have this little, I don't know, dot scale, if you will. Um, it shows everything green across the board. Green, of course, means everything's up, everything's working. If it were limited access, there would be a yellow dot, and if it were red, it would be completely down. As several times this afternoon, I have tried to connect to GTA Online, of course. That is my main mode of play at the moment. Um, and frankly, it's getting a bit tiresome over the past few days, specifically after the game got released for free on Epic Game servers. Um, the bottom line is that everyone's been downloading it. I mean, I did find out via tweet or via Twitter from a tweet from Rockstar saying that the game was available on Epic for free to download. Um, I did tell many of my friends. I think I told about somewhere between 20 and 30 people about it, and I know several of them did at least attempt to download it if they have not downloaded it at all, and tried to play it. Now, I'm going to go into this, and I'm not trying to be on a high horse or anything like that, but the simple fact is that on April 30th of this year, I bought this game on Steam. I bought it. The bottom line is I paid actual money for it. Now, I don't remember exactly how much I paid for it. It wasn't like, $60, $70 like some people did. What the hell? What'd I trip over? That's ridiculous. Um, anyway, so I didn't pay the 60 or $70 or whatever it was when it first came out. Um, but I certainly didn't get it on one of those super cheap Steam sales either. It was not, $10 for the game and the Criminal Enterprise pack. I'm wanting to say I paid somewhere between 20 and 30 for everything. I don't remember how much. I could go look, but that's not super important to me. What is important is that effectively I have owned the game on PC for about 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks at this point. And keep in mind, when I got it, I actually had to spend about a day or two trying to fix the game because it wouldn't even let me load into it kept doing this thing where the social club kept trying to reconnect and re-download, um, and wouldn't even allow me to play the game initially. Nothing, like nothing. It wouldn't allow me to boot in anything. I say boot, I mean to load up into the game at all, either the online or the single player version. But in any case, I'm trying to remember this right. I don't think I can. And I keep tripping. What the hell? Um, so yeah, so in reality, it took me a couple days to even get the thing working. Now, this wasn't entirely Rockstar's fault. I'm not gonna blame Rockstar for this, or arguably even Valve. It's a simple matter of configuration, and in any way, it is, I would say, potentially Rockstar's issue that they would want to solve. The bottom line is it started off. I bought the game, right? Now, I have had the thing on my wish list for a while. It's just it finally got to a point late last month with me being in quarantine, me being stuck at home, and everything like that. Um, the bottom line is that I wanted something to play, and I'd been wanting GTA 5 for a while, and I'm like, screw it, I'm going to download it. I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to download it. 86 gigabytes later, um, it's downloaded. It seems to install okay, but when it goes to actually launching the program, I can get to the launcher itself, but the social club stuff keeps doing this weird loop thing. Um, I don't recall exactly what it was saying, but what it would happen is that I would start the launcher, press start the game, and it didn't matter if I did the online or the regular just GTA 5 game. Either way, it would want to try to re-download the social club and would wind up ultimately crashing. Um, and of course, looking at it, I found you should just re-download it and reinstall. So another 86 gigabytes later, um, I do the same thing, having the exact same problem. Exact same problem. Now the issues came down to the fact that I have a solid state drive and I have a couple spinning drives for media and game data. As the solid state drive is, it's not overly huge. Um, I didn't want to I didn't want to fill it up, and with a game like Grand Theft Auto 5, again 86 gigabytes, would have easily filled. You would have easily come close to filling it up, if up to the point it already was. So I had it actually installed on a separate drive, on a spinning drive, and I found out that all I had to do is go into the registry, Windows registry, and change a couple things, and then it seemed to work just fine after that. I haven't had that kind of problem since. Now, of course, it comes to playing Grand Theft Auto Online, and that's when I started playing online. Actually, I think I played about halfway through the main game, and I realized, you know what? I don't want to play the main game. I've already played the main game. I did at one time have the game on console, specifically the PS4. I think I mentioned that in another stream. So why do I want to go through the whole game again? I didn't recall that it unlocked anything if you went through the whole game. But so I started playing online, and I've pretty much been playing online exclusively. Um, Now, keep in mind, again, I paid money. I'm going to say anywhere between $20 and $30 with the criminal enterprise pack, and haven't had constant issues, but certainly since Epic Games released it for free over the past week or so, there have been definite issues. Saving issues with the Rockstar servers themselves. While you could still play, you couldn't save for a little while, meaning you couldn't buy any weapons, you couldn't buy any upgrades to vehicles, you couldn't. I don't even think you could buy ammo at one point, because it monitors the in-game dollars almost as stringent as some companies measure real dollars. Um, so face first into a palm tree. Um, so the long and short of it is that today, so I mean, arguably starting today, is the first day the servers have been down completely. I've had some issues. Again, I've had some issues over the past week or so, um, where it's been glitchy. You know, I try to connect, but then all I gotta do is just basically wait for it to come back up, and it comes back up fairly quickly. But even while you're playing, there have been an excessive number of cheaters, modders, whatever you want to call them. The simple fact is those people cause a lag on the, do cause a lag on the servers, and obviously cause issues for other players. And eventually, one way or another, they're going to cheat. They're going to do something to the server. They're going to put people in cages, or do the cage mod thing. Um, any one of 100 things. The bottom line is that starting today, servers have been down. Um, and I've actually got the website on my phone, and I'll probably shoot. I don't have any way to do a screenshot on the live, but I'll show. If I wind up making an actual video out of this, I'll show a snippet of it. But as it says right at this moment, due to the extreme high player volumes, we are currently experiencing issues with access to Rockstar Game Services, including the Rockstar Games launchers and GTA 5 for PC. We are actively working to resolve the issue and will keep you updated of any changes. Keep an eye on @Rockstar support for updates while we work to improve the stability of our core services. And it goes on to the whole uh, As part of our efforts to protect the health and safety of our support agents, the following service changes are in effect. Callback and chat requests for all languages are temporarily suspended. Responses to support requests may take longer depending on the issue and available agents. As always, we appreciate your patience and understanding. What that basically means is they sent everyone home. Um, and whoever decided to work online or whoever had the option to work at home is working at home. So they're overlogged, and they've basically been limited to online support, email, text messages, things of that nature. Um, but as I said before, and I'm going to go ahead and refresh the page because it's been sitting here while I've been talking. And this is by definition a rant. This is a rant. Okay, so it actually does reflect. Now that I press refresh, it does reflect that PC has limited. It's not completely down, but has limited availability. Social Club has limited availability, and the Rockstar Games Launcher, everything, authentication, the store, cloud services, downloads, they're all limited as well. Nothing is effectively down, per se, and I'm holding up my hands, quote unquote. Um, and of course, the PS4, Xbox One, PS3, they had GTA 5 for the PS3? Huh, okay. And the 360, holy crap. I didn't even know about those two. Um, Bottom line is that everything but the PC has no problems. Of course, the whole reason is because the flow, the massive surge of people play the game. And here's my problem: Rockstar had to have known about about Epic's giving their game away for free, right? I mean, there had to be some sort of in-house deal between the two companies, and I get it. I understand the reason why Epic's wanted to give the game away for free. While it is a fairly popular game, its numbers had been going down a bit in terms of online play. A lot of people have gotten out of it. Some people have gotten a little burnt out. People play on consoles. They have no reason to come over on PC and restart. Yada yada yada. Um, so Epix is like, hey, we want to have this game, and they would have to contact Rockstar in order to do so, in all likelihood. And considering that Rockstar, of course I saw the tweet that Rockstar sent out saying it was free. I know that Rockstar was at least somewhat aware of it, at least shortly afterwards, if nothing else. Um, the long and short of it is that why did Rockstar not do anything to buff up the game? And I did kind of talk about this very limited in my last stream. I don't know which parts of it caught it, because I did have to go and remove a couple things. Um, the long and short of it is that what happened here? Rockstar, if you knew about this issue, or if you knew about Epic's um, giving this game away for free, you knew there would be a large number of people getting the game, right? A lot of people would be getting the game because it's free. I mean, the simple fact is it's a free game. And it's a good free game. It's not like Fortnite where people already have, where people already have like seasons and stuff downloaded. It's not like when even Team Fortress 2 back in the day. What is going on over there? That's funny. It's not like Team Fortress 2 back in the day where when they started offering the different weapons and the hats, you didn't have that option really arguably before it was free to play. I mean, you did have hats and stuff like that, but when it came to like extremely different weapons and specialized weapons, that stuff didn't come until after it was free to play. So a lot of people came in and it's like, oh well, I want to go ahead and play the game, and of course they spend money on the little crates or whatever. I haven't actually ridden the Ferris wheel in either the online or the regular game, so figured I could do this, give this a try. So the problem is that Rockstar knew about this. Why didn't they beef up the servers? Now my fear is that, and I was talking to my brother about this when he was complaining about the Epic's game release. Not so much as he was on the side of, well, I paid for the game and yada yada yada. And I was like, dude, and he's like, well, I find that Epic's is a little bit hypocritical, referring to that when Fortnite was released on the PS4, apparently Sony forced their users, the Fortnite users, to lock in their user accounts to PS4. And my brother was like, well, it's hypocritical that people are now, being forced to permanently link their Rockstar account to Epic's because Epic's is giving the game away for free. And it's like, well, yeah. I mean, it's a situation where Epic's, a distributor, is giving another person's game away for free in the hopes of not just making money themselves. Of course, Epic's only having their platform out for a couple years now, whereas Steam's been around for closer to 20 years. Um, they're trying to get some headway. They're trying to do what they can to get some recognition and to get some buzz about their platform. And this is one of the ways to do it. You get a game that's a good game, that at times have been really cheap. Contact that developer, say, hey, if I give away your game for free, well, you have these shark cards, that people pay, I will say this, exorbitant amount of money for. Um, if I can get more people on your platform by releasing it free on my platform, and why don't we just go ahead and do this thing to where we give it, to where I don't have to pay anything, or you guys get all the money from the shark cards, even if they're bought through my store, you guys get all the money from it. And I'm sure Rockstar was like, yeah, because I mean, here's the thing: is let's say you get one for every 100 people that download the game, spends $100. Let's say an average of $100 for every 100 people, right? If you get 500, if you get 500,000 people, basically half a million new players. Um, Sorry, if you get 500,000 people, half a million players, to download the game, and you get, sure, um, and you get an average of $100 for every 100 people. And I mean, granted, that's a very small number, but even so, that still comes up to $5,000, right? Just for half a million users, um, new users. That's not even technically counting users who may have who may set up who already have the game, who already purchased the game, and is wanting the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. Um, it's not including people who again already own the game and set up a completely new email so that they have two copies of the game available. Um, and I mean, believe me, I've actually thought of doing it myself. Um, my point is that when push comes to shove, giving the game away for free, where not as many people are buying it anymore, can actually spark sales. You give it away for free for a week, and you wind up with a large number of new users, and you wind up with a large number of previous users coming back to annihilate the new users. um, and basically, what winds up happening is what's going on now. What the hell? Oh, that's weird. Um, the what did that person just say? That's weird. Um, so the biggest issues I have, yes, I paid for the game. I paid for the game less than 3 weeks ago, between 2 and 3 weeks ago. Been playing online for about 2 weeks. Where's the roller coaster? I want to go ride the roller coaster. I've been playing online for probably about 2 weeks now, and I have spent so much time. I've spent what is it? 189 hours. 189 hours on a single video game, and I guarantee you, like 188 of those hours have been online. Um, I mean, it's That's the equivalent of about 8 days. 8 days, a full solid week, no sleep, and plus 1 day, playing the game, playing this game, but the online version, of course. Can I get on the roller coaster? Yeah, there it is. Um, but it's ridiculous that a couple weeks after I start playing, and it might be a temporary thing. It might only be for today, but these issues have continued just to get worse and worse. Wow, that's loud. Hold on. Alright, so, wow, that really is loud. I apologize for anybody wearing headphones right now if you happen to be watching. Um, I just had to turn down my headphones a moment ago. I'm not even sure if you can hear me right now, actually. Perhaps getting on the roller coaster was not the best idea. I mean, it looks kind of cool. It'd be cooler if it was VR. Which, is there a VR version of GTA 5? That'd be interesting. So anywho's, it's ooh, look. Beach balls. Whatever. Oh, I can actually mess with them. Nah. Nah. Beach balls. Can I kick them? Can punch them in the air. Oh, take my anger out on this garbage pail. Garbage pail kick. Garbage pail kick. Oh, I missed. Alright, so punch in the face. I want to kick the ball. Kick the ball. Kick the ball. Kick the ball. There we go. Kick the ball. Oh, no, I want to kick the ball. Is there a button I can press just to kick? I don't think there is. Anywho's it. So. Flat. Belly flop on the beach. So yeah, sorry, I got a little off track there because of beach balls. And he just punched right through that window, doesn't he? So basically, I turned off music. Why is music back? So my issues are, wow, that is a strong tennis net. It's made of adamantium. It's like a combination of adamantium, vibranium, and that stuff from Lord of the Rings. Mithril. Anywho's, it's so my rant basically goes as this: Rockstar, I bought your game. I paid money for it. And I'm not hating on the people that got the game for free. What I'm hating on is the lack of foresight on your end. And Rockstar, if you happen to be listening, or anybody from Rockstar, look, I get it. GTA 6 is going to be announced probably within the next year, if not sooner. I mean, sooner than within the next year is the same thing, but my point is that GTA 6 is not far from this world. Whether or not GTA 6 will even be available on PC when it comes out is a different question. If you're going the same route that you did with GTA 5. My issues is that if you deliberately allowed Epic Games to release your game for free, to help crash the servers and effectively force users to stop playing the game that you feel is outdated at this point, that's a dick move. Bad form. The bottom line, I mean, the simple fact is, I'm afraid that that's happening. I mean, Rockstar would not be the first company to do something like that. Activision does that with their Call of Duty games all the time. They release a game, they keep the updates going, they kick off cheaters and whatnot for about 6 to 8 months after the release of a new game, and then they give up. They stop doing it because they want people to buy the new game, and basically the griefers and the cheaters and the hackers, the modders, whatever you want to call these people. I'm going to call them cheaters. I occasionally refer to them as modders, but mostly cheaters. The bottom line is that Activision, it is somewhat widely known that they deliberately stop going after these types of people, stop going after the cheaters to entice people to buy the new game. Because if the old multiplayer is as good or better than the new multiplayer, then no one's going to buy the new game. So why continue to support an old game when you have a new one set to come out? And I'm afraid Rockstar is attempting to take the same approach. Um, I mean, Rockstar 20 years ago was this very small company. Only had a handful of titles under their belt at the time. You can count every single title they produced at the time on one hand. And now 20 years later, they've got more than that number of franchises alone, not including each individual game within that franchise. So, I mean, they're a multi-billion-dollar company, and yes, I appreciate that. Unlike things like World of Warcraft or other online, effectively massively multiplayer online games, Rockstar hasn't really charged a dime to any single user beyond the cost of the game itself, and I appreciate that. But at the same time, you know, look, you should have your ducks in a row, especially in light of a known release of a free game that is running your online that is running on your online servers. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull over here for a moment. I'm gonna look at the website again just to see if there's been any change since the last time I looked, which was really only a few minutes ago. Does not appear. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give this a shot. So we're gonna see this in game, and we're gonna see what happens here. So I'm gonna press GTA Online, and I'm gonna do an invite only session. The reason why I'm doing an invite only session is because I am trying to get um, a heist setup, a diamond heist setup, and I mentioned it. I think I mentioned it even earlier on this video. Since the Epic Games thing has happened, I've been noticing a serious number of cheaters, modders on each session. Um, and what they're doing, I mean, most of what they're doing is innocuous. I mean, I say innocuous. Rockstar may not view it as innocuous, but more innocuous than some other modders. Simply put, it seems that there's been a slew of modders come on to the servers to do money drops. Now, of course, my data pool of knowledge is only basically the past couple weeks. Um, so when it comes down to modders before those 2 weeks, I really don't know anything about it. But I do know that when I started, they weren't doing money drops. So at least as far as I've seen. The first time I had a money drop was actually about 4 days in, and it wasn't like, hey, meet me over here at the airport and I'll give you some money. It was a situation where a modder came into the session and did this, I don't know what you would call it, but did this thing to where you got invited effectively to your own apartment or your own apartment. And then you step out. It does the animation for you to step out. And then there's like everyone in the session right there. And there's explosions and or money drops or whatever. Just utter chaos. And it was fun that first time because it was a bunch of explosions and basically running for my life, which was kind of fun. Um, the problem is what I noticed is that my money, I kept getting like, what was it, a couple $1,000s or something like that every couple seconds, and this little what looked like a trash bag. Oh, look, it says it's joining. Okay, see what happens here. Hey, is it working? Come on, fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Survey says Yay! Okay, so, alright, well, rant's still going on. Um, well, that's kind of, okay, that's good. I feel a little better. Um, I just want to say, this has been like my primary source of entertainment for a few weeks now. I haven't really been able to go anywhere. I've been stuck at home. I've had some work. I do IT and computer repair, so I've had some work, but when it comes down to it, I've been stuck by myself at home. I've done Zoom with my family, done Zoom with a few friends, um, but this is my primary source of entertainment at the moment. I mean, I did not want to keep. I didn't want to just sit around and watch a bunch of movies and videos. While I do have, for instance, I do have Scrubs. I don't know if you might be able to hear it at times when I was a little quieter. But I do have Scrubs going on my my tablet, my iPad next to me. So so there's that. But yeah. So I don't know. I just hope today is not an indicator of Rockstar. Quiet, Lester. I just hope that today is not an indicator of Rockstar beginning to give up on the game. I mean, I understand there was a sudden influx of users, and it was probably a situation where they didn't account for a large number of previous users to come back. Um, as there was, I mean, as I'm being told, there was a time on PC where a lot of people were just, at the same levels. Either no. Sorry, I was targeting the army base there, and I don't want to get a wanted level. But as I understand, but at some point in the past, there was a series of events or something like that that happened that caused a lot of people to, excuse me, caused a lot of people to more or less be at the same level. I mean, not like the actual level, but the same capabilities. Having the oppressor, having a terabyte, having this, that, and the other thing. In terms of vehicles and stuff like that. In fact, how much money do I have? 1.8, basically $1.8 million. Um, so I'm probably going to do one of my. I think I got a couple things I still need to set for my heist. I want to get to the point to where myself and a couple of my friends can go and do a heist, and then I'll do a heist by myself, joining other players, random players. So we'll see what happens there. Sorry. So off track a little bit, but my point is that I really hope this is not an indicator for Rockstar to give up on GTA 5 altogether, in favor of GTA 6. And I do understand that there probably, of course, a combination of the large number of people downloading the game for free. And I mean, here's the thing, right? I get it. Rockstar, or Epic Games rather, you want people to get on your platform. And by definition, Rockstar, you want people to get on your platform as well for basically the same reasons, to make money. Um, Register. I am going to register as a member of the Flying Lasagnas. Flying Lasagna, rather. So, I mean, the simple fact is the principle of having a platform is the more people you have on there, the quiet, Lester. Wait, what happened to my face? Oh, I'm in the FBI uniform. So Lester is going on. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. So basically, it comes down to a simple point that the more people you have on your platform, ideally, the more money you're going to make over the long run. That's the whole principle of game consoles. That's the whole principle of, like, Valve, for instance, with Steam, is that they these companies they want to be the dominant. It's one of the reasons why the 360 released as early as it did and had so many problems because so many people got on their platform that Microsoft thought, hey, when we get people on our platform, it won't matter what we do later because they'll already be stuck with us. What they didn't realize was while the price for the PS3 was initially very high, after a couple years, it pretty much petered out or skimmed out or whatever you want to call it, became comparable to the 360. Of course, with added benefits like built-in Wi-Fi and built-in wireless game controller and built-in basically built-in stuff Microsoft wasn't offering at the time. Um, so the point is of course when it came to the 360, so many people had problems that they flat out gave up and wound up buying a PS4. And of course 2011, while it wasn't as arguably it wasn't as big of an issue, but it was in some ways, was that Sony wound up having a large chunk of their data stolen from them because they just decided not to update an Apache server, uh, causing an exploit that some hackers, presumably from China, exploited and was able to obtain potentially credit card and personal information of nearly every account on their system, essentially forcing Sony to pay for, I think it was like a year or something like that, of identity theft protection for every single person who had an account with them. These guys are probably framing innocent taxi drivers as terrorist work. Torturing civil rights campaigners or ruining the best bits of the internet. Deal with them as you see fit. Sorry to drop in on you. Okay, that was stupid. Um, but of course, with any company coming out today, any distribution company, especially when it comes to PC, is essentially arriving too late to the scene. Valve's been around for almost 2 decades, in terms of just distributing games on their digital platform. Um, so I mean, it's just one of those things where Epix is coming in, and whether Rockstar wants to, there's theories that Epic is holding the Unreal Engine against various developers, basically holding them hostage, saying, hey, if you want the Unreal Engine, then you got to be on our platform and exclusive to our platform. While I'm not saying that's not necessarily the case, I don't think it's happening as often as people are saying it is. Um, that being said, when it comes down to it, Epix is still behind. In terms of users, in terms of features, nearly everything, as I understand. And considering I, as a PC gamer, did not even know Epic Games had their own distribution platform until the other day, when I heard about the Rockstar thing, that tells you how far they are behind. Holy hell! You made it all the way up. Now the device you're looking for should be on this floor. Where's the device? All right. A metal briefcase, most likely. So forgive me if I'm not very talkative at this point. This is going to get pretty dicey here in a minute. As nice as you look, you don't have that FIB agent stick up your ass. All right, it's got to be. I think it's back in here. Where the hell is it? It's gonna be right here somewhere. It's in this office. Okay. Oh, it was in this office at one point. There it is. How did I miss that? All right. So you're gonna, I mean, with the Rockstar games, you're gonna have a combination of things. Number one, you're gonna have the issue of new players. You're also gonna have the issue of existing players coming back for things like, for instance, the Diamond Casino heist is a new thing. Ah. Really? Ugh. Mouse cable got snagged on my keyboard. Run back in here. Seriously? Telescopic sniper vision. Shut up. Go, 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 go. Popping away! Oh, grabby. Alright, so. We're going north here. So. The zip-de-doo of it all. When it comes to Rockstar and Epics, you'll have the new Epics users, basically people who didn't previously own a PC version of GTA 5, getting it for free. You're gonna have them starting off at a low level. You're gonna have the older users coming back because of things like the Diamond Casino heists, which I think was introduced late last year, as I understand, about six to 8 months ago. You also have the fact that, of course, with new users, lower level users, you're going to have people that are, level, let's just, I actually saw someone level like 1,000 the other day. And considering I'm at level, what am I, level 50 something? So 63 now. I mean, I've only been, excuse me, I've only been playing for, again, a couple weeks, and I'm at level 63. Now, granted, I have done a lot of heists. I have done a lot of Doomsday heists, a lot of Diamond heists. That's basically what I've been concentrating on, especially the Diamond Casino heists, because that's where you make the most money. Even if you're not hosting it, you still make. I would admit, in my experience, I don't think I've made less than $250,000 every time I complete a heist. And some of these people, like, they have everything unlocked. They have all the stuff unlocked to where it winds up being really super cheap for them to set up, and it basically comes down to the point to where that's the best way to make money. I mean, you can spend 30 minutes on a heist without you doing all the setups. You only spend 30 minutes in a heist, and you can get $250,000. You turn around and do that 4 more times over the next 2.5 hours or so, you'll wind up with $1 million. And you can get what is equivalent of as I mentioned this on my last video, the equivalent of a $99 or $100 shark card, $8 million. You could probably get that done in a 2-day weekend, and certainly done in a 3-day weekend if you really put your foot forward there. Am I going to have to go get another one? I really hope not. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, I have spent, I did a heist last night with my brother, and let's see, I've got almost everything, actually, yeah, I have everything I need. Except I need to get the vault key cards. Apparently I've got to get the nano drone. Why is that necessity? And I gotta get the vault laser. So I'm not even sure. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do the key cards because I know that's gonna be a real easy thing to get.
We need key cards to get into the vault.
But I'm doing these setups by myself. This is simply because my brother's one of those people who actually has been playing the game for a long time. Ugh, shut up, Lester. Skip that somehow? Okay. The thing is that my brother's one of those people who's been playing GTA Online for a while. Um, evidently, at one point he had it on the Xbox One. I think he played it on the PS4, and he has been playing with me on PC lately. Um, because he got it for free on Humble Bubble or something like that. I got it really cheap on Humble Bubble, and because I came on, he started playing. Um, so I mean, the whole thing behind that is that I've been doing these setups so that I can learn the lay of the land, so to speak. Plus the fact that I kind of need the experience points. It's not really experience points, but the RP. I need the RP to level up. Because for those of you that are watching this video and you haven't played the game and you don't know, I think it's for every 20 levels. For every 20 levels you level up, you get a boost in health, or resistance, or whatever the hell you want to call it. But lo and behold, basically it comes down to this point to where I lost my train of thought there. Sorry, there's a episode of Scrubs on right now. It's a really good episode. It's the one with Michael J. Fox. But in anywho's, it's the bottom line is that when it comes to this game in particular, just again, a lot of people stop playing it. You know, they reached a certain level to where they didn't feel like they needed to go any further. They were, basically unmatched or whatever, and now, or maybe there's just a shortage of players. It happens to most online games. It's been happening slowly but surely to World of Warcraft for the past several years now. And I mean many other games. I mean Quake 3 Arena. Did I get him, or did I just? I think I just scared him. Did I get him? I don't think I got him. Ugh, I hate that. It's got like bulletproof freaking windshields. All right, where is he? All right, there it is. Let's go blow it up.
Look around Tower 5. You should find him in there somewhere.
I guess I can just. I didn't realize it would actually blow up the. I didn't realize it would actually blow it up. Well, I suppose what I could do is I could just fly over there, hop into the tower, and run down the tower. I want to try that actually. That might be a good idea since I got the oppressor. So anyways, I'm sorry. This has been just a long rant. And I mean, obviously the game is working at the moment, but really at any given time it could crash again. I'm seriously hoping that Rockstar. I hate to say it like this, but I hope Rockstar is banning the modders. You know, one of my biggest issues with the game over the past couple weeks, especially the past 5 days or so, has just been the obscene amount of modders. You know, some of these people are innocuous enough. They're low key, if you will. They don't have a huge impact on the server. But even when they're doing money drops, it still creates a ping. It still creates a little bit of lag time. And then there's one telltale sign that I've seen that's been most consistent beyond anything else, is that when there's a modder in play and they're even just doing money drops, even if you're on the other side of the map, an effectively unaffected side of the map, the sound will cut out. Like the sound effects, the music, like the hum of the oppressor right now that you hear, and the wind will stop. Will just stop. It only stopped for a second or so, but that's a very telltale sign of. Excuse me. I have to get some water. I got a little bit of heartburn right now. It's a very telltale sign of there being a modder in play. So I'm gonna see what happens when I do this. Oops. Nope. Nope. Not. Oh. Oh. No. No. I just did a backflip. It's funny.
Shit. You need to start listening to Uncle Lester.
Oh,
This way's gonna be a
fuck.
whole lot
Seriously?
harder.
Seriously? Die now. That's alright. I'm gonna try that again anyways. Oh crap, I still have a wanted level. Hey, that is annoying with heists. Actually, I'm gonna chill out here for a minute. Oh, no. Stupid helicopter. Stupid helicopter. Ugh, okay, I'm gonna have to go lose this wanted level. Assuming I can get to my vehicle before I die. Ah! 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 Running! Alright, get there. Go! Run! Fly like the wind! Alright, so. Anywho's it's, with Epic and Rockstar basically giving away the game for free for their own reasons. Epic, of course, wants to drive people to their platform. Rockstar, of course, wants more people on their platform, which is the social club, which would be tied in tandem with the Epic Games stuff. Well, I want to switch to, because I hate that. Okay. The long and short of it basically comes down to a point where, you know, why is it that this was allowed to happen? Why was it that, you know, so many users came about? And the best thing to do, in my opinion, would have been to release the game for free on Epic Gaming and get a bunch of people, because here's the thing, you get a bunch of people on Epic Gaming, on Epic Games, but you don't necessarily tweet it, right? I mean, a lot of people follow Rockstar's tweets, and when that happened, they had to have known. I mean, let's actually, I'm going to take a quick look while I'm waiting for my wanted level to go away. See how many people are following Rockstar Games, because that's how I found out about it. Oh crap. That's how I found out about the giveaway on Epics. Again, I didn't know Epics had their own platform until that. And that's not an issue on me. That's an issue on Epic Games. I mean, me as a PC gamer, they should be targeting me to say, hey, you guy over there, you like Unreal, don't you? You like Unreal Tournament. You're of that age demographic that would have played the Unreal Tournament 2000, and 2001 and subsequent Unreal Tournaments. Why don't you know? Don't you know that we have our own platform now? So yeah, so I'm gonna go. Oh crap, where'd it go? Rockstar. Rockstar Games has 10.6 million followers. 10.6 million followers. You figure even just 10% of those people, that's 1.6 million people, that's almost 2 million people that would have potentially gone and downloaded this thing. Not to mention the enticement of existing users to set up their own second account, and the ability for those same users to excuse me, to come back and play the game so they can basically kill noobs, you know? That's, I mean, I hate to say it like that, but that's the way a lot of people think, a lot of griefers or you know, trolls or whatever you want to call them think. It's like, hey, there's going to be a whole new set of people to come to this game platform. Fuck, I'm already being shot at. Seriously? There we go. Okay. It's fine. Alright, I need this because I need to shoot this guy. Ow! Fucking hell nuggets.
That's the guy. Take him down and grab what you came for. Great, you got
There we go.
it. Now get the hell out of there.
Actually fairly simple. Can I don't have any snacks. Okay, as long as I can get out of the tower without getting killed, I'll be alright. Oh, rack! Get on! Get on! Ah, I didn't want to do that! Okay. Okay, maybe I can... Really? Okay. Maybe I can evade them long enough to where I can get my vehicle back.
All our operators are on call right now. Try later.
Of course they are. Stupid helicopter. God.
I'm the last thing you're ever gonna see.
I need a sewer tunnel or something. Or maybe to steal one of these cop cars. I think I'm gonna die again. Oh, this is not good. Wait. What happened to... Ah.
All units stay in.
How? Okay, I'm not gonna complain. That's kind of curious, though. Excuse me. Alright. So I'm just going to say this the last time. It comes to Epic Games and Rockstar. Yes, they had to have known a lot of people were going to come to the platform, new users. What they probably didn't expect is the large number of old users coming back to the PC to play as well.
Try again later.
And of course, many of these older users, including modders, I would say especially modders, came back because Rockstar, as I understand, Rockstar hasn't been actively banning a bunch of people who were modding. Now, I will say this, that I know there was at one point that I know, because this happened to a friend of mine, that they were also banning people who wound up getting free money from these modders. Now, I will say this, Rockstar, you should not do that, okay? Simply because of the way in the past, the way things were overreacted. Now, I do know this person, the friend I'm specifically speaking of. I know this person. They were not a modder, and the situation in which they did receive, excuse me, oh, receive a bunch of hacked money, if you will, was a situation where I was actually playing. I was playing his turn, and I was playing in Grand Theft Auto Online on PC also. And some guy did this thing to where it trapped me in a box, and started dumping money on me. And it didn't just happen to me, it happened to several users in that session. I had no idea what was going on at the time. I had no idea what was going on. So I wound up just turning off or restarting the game or something like that because I couldn't go anywhere. Now, I know this to be a forced money drop, and the whole reason behind it is the modders want to distribute money to everyone so that no single user gets, singled out, basically forcing money on everyone, so that if the idea is that Rockstar is like, hey, Rockstar, if you ban everyone who gets modded money, you're going to have to ban basically everyone in the game. So my last forte is that Rockstar, you should do things to bump up your service, and hopefully you've managed to figure out a method of blocking the modders. That's one of my biggest pet peeves over the past few days is these modders. You go in, I'm doing a mission, a legitimate mission, not necessarily buying anything, not doing anything, and then a modder will come in, and you start getting those little sound glitches, and then a few minutes, a few minutes to as little as 5 minutes later, the session times out. But I'm in the middle of a mission, and effectively have to start that over because some modder in another part of the game was screwing around. Um, so maybe you found a way to to actively get rid of those people. I hope that you're not going around and banning people who have hacked money, because I even have, I will fully admit that there's been a certain amount of money I've been given by modders because I got stuck. I got stuck somewhere, or I was in some part of the map, and suddenly little garbage bags or little grocery bags of money started falling on my head, and I wound up getting some money. Nothing significant. I don't think more than, I doubt even more than $100,000. But my point is if you ban me for that, or you reset me for that, that's bullshit. Because I spent so much more time getting everything else legitimately. So, that being said, Mindless Sushi, and I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream. Hope you guys are out there having fun playing the game now that it seems to be back up. I'm going to go into a public session here shortly. Once I get my heist set up, and I'm going to continue, I'm going to do a regular heist and with other people, and we'll go from there. I will keep you apprised. Later.